Hello and welcome to this week's episode of MT Squared, Minerva's 2-minute tactics for your procurement. This week I've been at a cleaning presentation day today, and been very interesting to see the bidders bringing their tenders to life for the trust that are looking to procure a new cleaning contractor or renew with their existing cleaning contractor potentially. But what I thought was quite interesting was partway through the day, the facilities manager for the trust said, well, it's all well and good, isn't it? These companies, all of them, they're going to be great for the first 6 months. And then potentially it's probably all going to drop off a cliff after that when they've lost interest. And I thought that was quite interesting that he'd said that and felt that way, and wondered maybe what is driving that. And I think that comes down to contract monitoring. And I'm going to suggest something slightly controversial now, which is that are you in some way, shape or form at your school or trust potentially contributing to that deterioration in service by not monitoring the contract really robustly? Because I think we all have a tendency, if we're preparing for a meeting and we know that that individual that we're going in to see maybe isn't very detail oriented, hasn't got a lot of time, probably wants to get the meeting over really quickly. It's in the diary just because, we have to have the meeting, but, don't really want to have it. The way that you prepare for that sort of meeting would be very different to how you'd prepare for a meeting where you know that the person that you're going in to see is really hot on everything, very detail oriented, it's going to drill down into the figures, it's going to ask difficult questions. You're going to prepare yourself much better for that type of meeting with that type of individual. And so the same applies for your contractors. If they know that you're really super busy, you're probably going to cancel the contract monitoring meeting or the walk round if it's a cleaning contract, for example. You're not really going to look at the figures. Are they going to really go into a lot of detail and prepare well for that meeting? And don't get me wrong, I'm very much doing a broad brush approach here. Not everyone approaches it in this way, but it's just really some food for thought to say, if for some reason your contract is maybe deteriorating a little bit in terms of service, is there any possibility that you might be contributing to that in some way by not monitoring that contract really robustly? So a little bit of food for thought this week, really. I hope that's useful. And until next week, soldier on.